at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning, Throga channel and Thronelies and friends and Mr. Sam Polizzi. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know Sam, he is a incredible music producer and mixer, and he's mixed incredible records, and he gets all super shy and blushes whenever I talk about any of the artists that he's mixed for. Lady Gaga.
Come on, man. It's early.
Celine. But anyway, we welcome you back to the channel. And this is who Johnny's referenced several times as well. You and Johnny work in the studio together all the time. You guys are working on projects right now.
Yes, we are.
Well,
Lots
not
of
right now because he left the state again. But that's
Yeah,
all right.
he's
We
in
can
Hawaii.
spend time with
Yeah.
you. You
Glad
have
to
no
be here.
problem with that. Good morning, Gaia and Chris and Carmen. Oh, let me put my little chat sheet here, right here. Good morning. Flashback. I've seen a few requests for Diana and Kudanova, who's an amazing singer. She is not one that we introduced you to before, Sam. Last time you were here, we did, I think it was 8 or 9 artists you've never heard before. That was the premise.
Yeah.
Today, we're doing the same thing, except for the ending is a duet with Zhou Shen. I don't know if you recall.
Yep. Yep.
Him.
I remember that.
Yeah. Incredible voice. But he's doing a duet with Tengri, so we kind of took advantage of being able to introduce you to someone, but also sneak him in. But
Yeah,
with as far
that's
as Diana, my hands are tied there because I wanted to explain this because I've had a lot of requests. A lot of artists that might be signed to Universal or Sony or something like that, if their let's say their political contracts, however it works out, won't show any content reactions to Russia or Belarus. So because of that, if we were doing just Diana, which I'd love to introduce Sam to, we can do that in the future, the world will be able to see it. But if we have one other song that doesn't allow Russia to see it, then that sucks because that's kind of a core fan base for her. So I just want to explain why she's not included today. And we also have requests for Sam to see more Dimash because you asked for more Dimash. We've already discussed it. We're going to bring Sam back on with Johnny, and we're going to do a Dimash special song or two or more with Sam at that time. So just wanted to clear that off the table. We have lots of new artists. We have all new music November is our agenda. So we've got kind of a mix of songs that or artists that we've done, artists that we haven't. We are going to start off with, kind of jump in here a little bit. So there's only one song today that I've actually heard before. Those of you from the Philippines or are interested in hearing Stell again, so we're going to, but it's the same song. I'm doing all by myself. This is such a special moment. I've really wanted to go back and listen to this again. And there's such a, you know, when singers are on stage and they have pivotal experiences. Have you ever witnessed that yourself, like at a show or just?
Yeah, of course.
It's like a self-discovery thing, but like the world is discovering with them. That's how I felt watching this particular performance. And I really wanted to share it with you, with this young man from
Awesome.
the Philippines. So we're going to start there, and then all the other music we're listening to is going to be new songs and in many cases completely new music. But before we begin, please subscribe, hit like to the channel. We greatly appreciate that. And you can also check out in the link below in the description. You can buy us a coffee or 3 or 5 or as many as you like. Even become a Thronely member, silver, gold, or diamond only member with all sorts of perks, including rolling out in just a week or two from now, reaction shorts, which will be exclusive to our members. And you can visit the shop while you're there. You can get songwriting lessons with Johnny, voice lessons with myself, and I feel like we should have some sort of shop to have a song mixed by Sam. We need to add that as well.
Yeah.
That would be super cool. So,
absolutely.
Brigitte, good morning. You are in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us, Francesca. I'm so happy to see everybody here. Shall we begin? Are we ready?
I'm ready. Ready when you are.
Yes. All right, this is
I was making this song with Celine.
David Foster event. David Foster and Friends. He
Really
brings in a lot of different
this
artists.
very high note in
That's
the song,
cool.
right? It's an impossible note to sing, and she hated me in the studio that day. If you ever read her book, page 37 and page 38, she devotes 2 pages to how much she hated me that day in the studio. But we got the job done. She hit the high note, and it took her a few tries. Tonight, my friend Stell, you only get 1 try. But I'm sure you can do it. But can I show you? I want to show everybody the clip.
I didn't see this introduction last time. We just went right into the song.
Okay? Here's the clip of Celine talking about it. Here we go.
David Foster calls me, and I was in Montreal. He was in California, in Malibu. I arrived to the studio. He says, "You're gonna freak. It's so amazing." But he said, "I have a little surprise for you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he plays me the track when I was young, and it starts, and it's so beautiful. And then he said, "Wait at the bridge." I did a little something, and then the key that we have agreed on, he changed it to a key and a half for the modulation. All by myself anymore. And I was like, is that the final, the key that finishes is the key that we chose, right? You know, it says it's a key and a half higher.
Oh my God.
But I said, David, how could you do that?
For those of you not familiar with music, a key and a half, like what does that mean? That term's a little bit weird. So let's say the top note was an E4 here. A key and a half is basically a whole step and a half. So it's like 3 notes higher, which is a huge jump to any vocalist. Yeah, because they kind of know like their parameters of where they're at. So that's significant. Key and a half doesn't sound like much, but that's massive to a singer. And I know Sam and I have done this to previous students in the past. We're like, let's just take the key up there, see what happens. Just like, don't shh. Sometimes they notice.
Sometimes it's just better. Yeah.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's not.
Let me play.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he said, if you can't do it, there's other singers next. I was like, yeah. And that's all I needed to hit the note.
Oh.
That's great.
That's a true story. I actually said to her, "Hey, if you can't do it, there's singers next door that can do it." And actually, Whitney Houston
We're
was
not
in
that
the other
rude.
studio, but I didn't say her name.
Ouch.
But anyway, it was all.
Whitney was next to. Is that what he said? Sorry,
I
talked
actually
over.
said to her, "Hey, if you can't do it, there's singers next door that can do it." And actually, Whitney Houston was in the other studio, but I didn't say her name. But anyway, it was all fun. And Celine ended up hitting the note, and now we have you, Stell. You ready? Here we go.
Can you imagine that setup, the pressure to hit that note now?
I'd be dying.
When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Living alone, I think of all the friends I've known. But when I dial the telephone, nobody's
Good morning, Veronica. And Jordan and Joy. Obviously, we got the big build-up coming in here. His tone, it's so clean.
Incredible.
How easy
Incredible.
would that be to
And-
to record?
Yeah, and it's like cheating. I mean, his pitch is amazing.
Yeah, it's
You know?
this is something
It's
we've
so
seen in
good.
the Philippines all the time, because we know autotune's just abused, around the world in a lot of places, and a lot of times it's not even the artist wanting to use that, but the production or producer or mixer or somebody high up makes a blunt decision that takes away, kind of robs the singer from their true full sound. And he's just
Right.
there's just a raw beauty to this. It's clean, it's accurate, like you're saying, and I could just imagine it'd be easy to mix his tone and just the nature of just
Oh.
how it sits.
Yeah, easy. I mean,
Yeah.
some people just walk up to the mic and it sounds effortless, even though it's not.
Right.
But something like a voice like that, it'd take me, half the time.
Yeah. So Gail saying Stell said he was nervous while singing this. I believe it. I there's little body language cues. I mean, think about
Yeah,
this.
he's like,
This
he
is
seems tight.
just a little tight, and he's
Yeah.
kind of an extrovert personality that we've learned over the course of the time. But this is David freaking Foster, right? It's like the expectation is just so much higher in that. It's like, how do you not feel that, like, a little adrenaline rush? And that being said, it makes it that much harder to actually execute the song. He's doing beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad you could join us live, Kira.
Don't wanna be all by myself anymore.
Ah,
Wow.
I knew it was coming. I'm still covered in goosebumps.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you so much.
I wish I could do that.
Right?
Yeah,
I
wow.
mean, talk about having the weight of the world, the pressure coming in on a singer, and then delivering to that degree. It wasn't,
Yeah.
oh, he's just got the note, or he needed the vibrato to secure it. It's just like, oh, the
Yeah, just-
impact
and-
is so strong.
In one shot, like not even thinking about it. It's crazy. Wow. That's
Whew.
awesome.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for indulging me to watch that one again. That's the only repeat song I had set up for today. I just really wanted to go back and share that with Sam. So I think it's just a fantastic moment for the artist and just musically, as fellow singers. Because although Sam, you are a music producer and mixer, but you have the background in guitar and singing and drums and just like so
Yep.
you've been on stage, you get the pressures.
I'm not a Johnny, but
There's Johnny's in a whole nother level with the performance side of things for sure.
yeah, by far.
But Johnny wouldn't exist without us because you wouldn't be able to hit record. So there's
That's
there's
true.
a need.
That's true. I am the tech support.
Oh my goodness. All right, so Stell was in the Philippines. We are traveling to the Netherlands now. This is an artist I have never heard before. It's new to our channel, Duncan Laurence. The name of the song is Arcade. And
I know that song.
Oh, you know that I don't think I even know the song. Who's it originally by?
I think isn't it Duncan Laurence? Like he's the original.
Oh, is
singer?
it? Okay, so you already know the song then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look at you. Don't belong on this channel. Johnny and I don't know anything ever.
I do know this one.
Okay, awesome. So this was Eurovision 2019, and let's jump in.
I haven't seen this performance though.
Okay, cool. It is his. Okay, cool.
Broken heart is all that's left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it home. I'm afraid of all I am. My mind feels like a foreign land. Silence ringing inside my head. Please carry me home. I've spent all of the love I saved. We were always a losing game. Small town boy in a big arcade. I got addicted to a losing game. How many pennies in the slot? Giving us up didn't take a lot. I saw the end for it begun. Still I carried on. Loving you is a losing game. Loving you is a losing game. I don't need your game.
Quick little pause. So I'm not familiar with this. Everybody in the chat seems to be, so it's obviously popular.
It's a popular song, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, unless
It's good though.
unless the student brings it to my attention, sings it, or we see it on this channel, I don't know it exists. What an intimate tone. He's singing in his space, right in the passaggio, which is that transition between registers. It always gives it a delicate feeling. There's that vulnerability, like you don't know if the person's going to cry. It's that space where you don't know if someone's going to cry or laugh or be sad. It's this magical little, almost in balance tonally that makes it feel genuine. And he's just like sitting in that space.
And I love it because it's like warm, but it's also still pop.
Yeah,
Like, tonally.
it is, and the production is cool. It's like a slow burn. They're like, I'm hearing layers slowly come in and highlighting in that way, which is pretty cool.
And the dynamics are cool too. It's like the verse is very low, and then when the chorus hits, it gets huge, but the production isn't like there's not a ton of things going on. His voice carries it the whole time.
I was going to say, which allows the voice to really take over. Real quick,
Yeah.
Chris, thank you so much. She says, thanks, Richard and Sam. Thank you for the coffee. And Naneth Rubio, if I'm saying your name correctly, thanks for featuring Stell at work. Sneaking to... Oh, you're at work sneaking to watch you live. Shh, we won't tell anybody. Just turn it up so everybody else can hear too. And just reacting to a couple things in the chat before I continue playing this. Hey, Hitomi. We don't have Dimash today, but we are going to have Sam back for Dimash, and we have a whole new part 5 coming up in a few weeks as well. So full 90 minutes just on Dimash, plus some other reactions. And Zhou Shen, very popular request for today. I'm going to make you wait. I'm sorry, we're closing. That's our closer. Zhou Shen Tengri is our last song that we're going to do today. It's just giving you a little bit of a heads up. So thanks for your patience there. Let's keep going.
Game over. Get me off this roller coaster.
Space.
Yeah, it's a great song. Great song.
Yeah, it's a great hook with just, like you said, there's like a minimal production approach.
So minimal. And that's how, his voice just sits on top of all of that. Effortless.
Do you, when you're mixing and producing an artist, and what's the tell for you that you're adding too much? Is there like...
When I don't hear the song anymore. When I just hear production.
That's a good way to put it. So it's
then
like
I
all
pull it
ear
back.
candy and just...
Yeah. Yeah, and usually like when Johnny and I are producing a song, we hit it with the kitchen sink, like everything we can think of. And then we're like, okay, that doesn't work. That's cool. That doesn't, and then we kind of just fit the pieces of the puzzle together until we hear the song.
Interesting. It makes sense because it's easy. And well, in some songs, if the song is weak to begin with, melodically, sometimes you add those things to save
Correct.
it. I'm sure there's been that.
Correct. Oh yeah, there's
scenario as
definitely
well.
times where we like, up the production to enhance.
Like, just need something.
But usually if the song is like amazing and the singer's really good, it's really not an issue.
Right.
We kind of just know what we're going to do beforehand.
Makes sense. All right, so we are leaving the Netherlands and headed over to Scotland. I reached out to Sam and said, hey, is there any artists you want me and us to check out that's a favorite of yours? And you chose Glasvegas. Is that how you say the name?
Glasvegas, yep.
Who are these guys? I've never heard of them.
They're a Scottish band, and the singer and I think it's the guitar player that's their brothers.
Okay.
And then they have like a cool drummer who she plays the kick drum with her hands. So she's playing drums in a different style, and I love that.
Oh,
And
that's
the
cool.
production I love the production. It's like, it was very inspiring for Johnny's album when we made Johnny's album.
Well, I was just going to say, so this was, okay,
it's an
15
older
years
one.
ago. Okay.
Yeah. It's an older one, and I think they're still around.
Okay.
I think they went through some lineup changes. I think they're still around, but the production on this song is really cool. The song is great. They're very like shoegaze, like very
Okay.
open air production. It's cool. It brings all the feels.
Well, let's check it out. Wait, Flory, what are you up to? Ladies, help me out here. How can we make this time Sam to blush? What? Well, the last video just had a naked guy in it. I don't know if that didn't do it. I'm not sure what will.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. So here you go. I'm agreeing with everybody in the chat here. It's like they're saying little Bono-esque his delivery with like U2.
Yep.
I'm hearing some like Oasis like style production.
Mhm.
Just the way the song progresses. So it has like that throwback like 80s but 90s kind of thing. But their guitar tone I thought was kind of their own. And
Yeah,
then
sure.
they've got.
And
Go ahead.
But I think it's like one of their more unique features is the guitar parts. There's not big just driving guitars. It's like it's all melodic,
Yeah.
and they got like cool soundscapes in the background that just kind of helps set the vibe. It's cool.
Yeah. It's a bit of a throwback feeling too, and the kick was cool. It almost sounded like, when I was a drummer, it was if you have like a typical anywhere from an 18 to like a 24-inch kick drum, right? So that's
Yep.
the diameter of the drum, and if you depending on the mallet that's hitting it and how hard, obviously changes the sound. But hers, I'm trying to just think of how to describe the sound. It doesn't have a timpani sound to it, but it's like a loose kick drum, like a single-headed loose kick. It's got a kind of a puff to it, and that creates in she has that sound in all of the material.
Yeah, she stands up
So it's
and
a
plays.
signature. That's cool. It just creates a
It's super
signature
cool.
sound. So it's like she has her own sound, just like the singer has their own sound. So that's kind of a cool dynamic.
Right. Yeah, and I've never seen that before. I remember seeing that for the first time. And actually, when I was like looking for music for today, I showed my son that video, who's a drummer, and he's like, "What's happening?"
Sam
She's standing up and playing.
Sam Jr. is a ridiculously good drummer. We need to feature him on this channel at some point. I mean,
We
how
should.
old is he now?
We should. He's
How old is
6.
he? He's
6, yeah.
impressive young man.
Sammy Sticks.
Yes, Sammy Sticks. Oh, I like it. You got T-shirts and everything for that?
Not yet. We have an Instagram, but that's it.
Go find Sammy Sticks.
Yeah, STYX.
That's awesome. I love it. All right, so next up, we are traveling from Scotland to the other hemisphere. We're going to Brazil. And this is Gabriel Henrique. It has been way too long since we've reacted to him, so I need to make sure we got him in today. And then Johnny and I need to react to more as well. This is Vision of Love, which we know the stakes are relatively high when you take on a Mariah Carey song, just in terms of the range and everything. I've no doubt he could do it. So are you familiar with Gabriel Henrique? Is this a new name for you as well?
He's new. Brand new for me.
Awesome. All right. Latte Lover, thank you so much for the coffee. She says, Wow, how does Johnny do this? Johnny's mastered the art of finding coffees coming in and what they say, and I never can. I don't know how he does it. Surely it was an accident, however he stumbled into it. It couldn't have been by design.
It's definitely an accident.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Latte. It looks like you bought, I think it was 5 coffees, so thank you very much. Hopefully that shows up again on my oh, here it is. Way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billions. Sinatra. Yes, thank you for that. Great quote. All right, here we go. Oh, it's acoustic setup.
Sweet destiny, carry me
Already
through
amazing.
desperation.
I know.
To the one that was waiting for me. It took so long, still I believe somehow the one that I needed would find me eventually. I had a vision with love, and it was all that you're giving to me.
I love his accent. It always comes through.
Sounds great.
Felt so alone, so prone to alienation. Carried the weight on my own. Had to be strong, so I believe. And now I know I've succeeded in finding that place I can cannot see. I had a vision with love, and it was all that you're giving to me. I had a vision with love, and it was all that you're giving me. I realized.
All right, little pause. First impressions?
Incredible. I mean, the vocal control,
It's just next level.
insane.
And even his choices, like I don't feel like he's because I mean I know Mariah's saying it. I've heard it. Just the nature of being, you know.
I almost prefer this.
Right? Well,
I mean,
he's doing different choices. He's giving it his own like little inflections, his little riffs. They don't sound mimicked. I mean, maybe he's putting him in the same spot Mariah did. I don't know. You guys can fill me because I don't listen to her content in general, but it feels like he knows where and when to put his flavor, his taste in it. So it's as if it's an original he wrote is what it ends up feeling like.
Well,
because it's so
probably
clean
doesn't
and precise.
He probably doesn't even think about that extra. It's just natural, you know? And it feels that way, at least.
Well, yeah, and any good musician is going to be able to give the illusion that it's easy. Obviously, he's got an amazing ear and thousands of hours of just exploration and training behind it. Even if he didn't like study or have a teacher or whatever, just the time he's put into crafting this is amazing. But how do you just like I'm going to do those 6 notes here. I'm going to do these 12 notes here. It's just like
it's
so
crazy.
quick. It's insane.
It's almost like I mean, obviously the song is familiar because we've all heard it.
Right.
But it's almost like a new song. And
it is.
And
I'm wondering.
I love it.
I'm wondering if the chords are different from the original as well. It feels there's a lot of modulations taking place here, and I don't know if how much of that was in the original versus his adaptation of it. He wouldn't be modifying it for range; it'd be more for evolution of the song. So,
right.
All right, let's keep going. Back it up for a second.
Giving to me, I had a vision of love, and it was all that you're giving me. I realized that you real, and I read you in life, the love that came to be. Feel so alive, I'm so thankful that I
soulful.
The answer, the heaven has sent down to me, it treated me destiny.
I have to hear that again.
Oh, good.
I'm so thankful that I've received the answer, the heaven has sent down to me, it treated me destiny. Pray for the night so faithfully, so faithfully, knowing the one that I needed to find. You'll find me. I had a picture in love.
What is that?
And it was that you.
Wait, go back. Go back.
Oh my god.
What? Where did that come from?
I knew in the back of my mind he does whistle tone. I remember the first time we heard him, he does it. So I know he can, but
how is that possible?
Well, I can explain.
I mean, I guess that's a whole nother video, but man.
Well, yeah. I mean, mechanically, the folds stop vibrating. They're pulled tight, and just like Mariah does it, and Morissette, Amon, and several other singers we've listened to, the folds don't vibrate anymore. They're actually pulled tight. Air is pushed through, and the tension against the air creates a turbulence that creates a whistle, exactly like you do with your lips. There's nothing vibrating. It's a shaping of air. And to do that in a space that you can't see, touch, or feel is just crazy.
That's incredible.
Right? Incredible.
I need to hear that again.
Well, we're going to. But it's not even just that moment. These soulful, like these like choice of glissandos. Then he puts like edge. I mean, he's flexing everything possible from the larynx in like this 30-second insanity.
No, it's insane.
Oh
but
my
that
goodness.
just took me by surprise. I did not expect that.
Knowing the one that I needed to find, you find me. I had a picture in love.
No, that's not real.
It's not real.
Wow.
That you turn out to be
A little edge.
Come on.
Hold on.
The hair on my arm just stood up.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness. Okay, so we are... Where are we at here? I don't have my Dimash camera anymore. So I'm limited to... Okay, so this note, which is a B flat high. It's a B flat 5. But it's really high. And he
really
can
high.
get there in his head voice, dipping into falsetto with the folds in a little bit more. But when he jumps into his whistle, it's an octave above that. It's B flat 6. It's 2 notes away from C7. And then in those low notes at the beginning, da, da, he's right here, right there. So this is a 1, 2, 3. It's a 4 octave piece.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, the control to be able to do that at any given second and be dead on with pitch.
Well, that's the thing. There's one thing to be able to produce a whistle. There's a whole nother gamut to actually intentionally get the note you want on it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
just
crazy.
His flow, and there's such a good. I always get just a friendly, warm vibe from his face and his being and his accent and his tone. There's just something
got a cool vibe.
Yeah. Yes, I really like him. So,
well, I'll never sing
nice
again after that. So
all right, so we're going to take another flight from Brazil to Japan. We were checking out. I don't know how to say the name of this group. It's Xdinary, extraordinary, but it's not spelled that way. Heroes. Well, let me pull it up on the screen. What do we got here? How would you say this? So it's Xdinary.
Extraordinary.
I feel like that's what it stands for, right?
Yeah.
My spelling's terrible. Maybe that is how it's spelled. And I've been spelling it wrong my whole life.
It's like the actual spelling.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is a brand new band, obviously, looks like a band, to our channel, and looking forward to this. Let's jump in. The name of the song is, I guess, Symphony, but it's, again, spelled with an X at the beginning, so. Oh, there will be Zhou Shen. We're not there yet. See it in the request. Xdinary. X for extra. Okay. Oh! Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. That was awesome. I wish Johnny was here just for that intro. Not from Japan. These are South Korean. Thank you for the correction. They're signed to a Japanese label, and so I had that information wrong initially. I corrected it, but not in my notes. Sorry about that. They are a South Korean group. Shall we hear the beginning again? Because that was
Yeah.
sick.
Is Johnny playing piano on this?
Right? Oh, we started with Stell, my Lou. Sorry. You have to go back for replay. Oh, JYP is a Korean label. Wikipedia lied.
내게 발을 들여놓은 순간부터 울려 퍼진 희미하고 작은 소리 Where this is coming from 무음으로 가득 찼던
Multiple
소음에
singers.
지나지 않죠 내 세상이 뒤틀리기 전 Tease me 귓가에서 please me Do you think I'm praise 어느새 나를 덮쳐와 나를 구원해줘 sweetest melody 무질서 한단 머릿속이 시끄럽기만 하던 세상이 말이 되게 만들어봐 저런 매불 perfect symphony 무작위로 늘려지던 light 죽은 줄 알았던 home base high 하나하나 그 사람 나의 영원히 꺼지지 않을 symphony 귓가에만 돌아 oh my gosh 낯선 세상 속에 빠진 날 가엾이 여긴다면 마침표를 허락해줘 제정신 없느냐 미워성인 마냥 침묵 정전마저 다르게 들려와 나는 불안정해 그리고 불안전해 서로 알아야 해 Show the winner without Tease me 귓가에서 please me Do you think I'm praise 어느새 나를 덮쳐와 나를 구원해줘 sweetest melody 무질서
The song's like a journey.
Oh my god!
I mean, the musicianship alone and the fact that there's, what did I see, 3 singers?
At least. So there's one who's kind of like
Yeah.
singing rap, and then the two others. Someone in the chat mentioned that they all sing. In this great like detuning clash, like they're doing. And
Yeah.
Johnny's not here. I don't know what key it's in, but it's doing something like that intentionally against. It's like against the grain of the key that it's in. That just like it jerks the
works.
feeling. It works perfectly, and then it steps it, and then there's these start and stops. Not just with the key changes, but just musically. It's like they're not afraid to throw in these pauses. It reminds me of something like if Muse, you know what I mean, like that progressive element.
Yeah, like the style of Muse.
But I mean, definitely, it's nothing derivative
Not even
of
close,
the band.
yeah.
No. I'm just like the feeling I get sometimes from that band that just kind of throws you off and really clever. But having
Right.
multiple vocalists also lets you change just the different timbre, the top line color as the songs evolve, and like you said, like a journey too. So there's just so much happening. I can tell you right now,
I mean-
I'm going back over this song with Johnny at some
Yeah,
point.
I mean the
right up
musicianship
his
on
alley.
this is crazy.
Yeah. I'll
then-
keep.
The dynamics, and then bringing in like hip hop.
Yeah, which was
Yeah.
wild as well. All right, I'm not going to stop again. Let me get to the end of this.
All
This
right,
is
yeah, let's
just
hear more.
yeah.
귓가에서 please me Do you think I'm praise 어느새 나를 덮쳐와 나를 구원해줘 sweetest melody 무질서 한단 머릿속이 시끄럽기만 하던 세상이 말이 되게 만들어봐 저런 매불 perfect symphony 무작위로 늘려지던 light 죽은 줄 알았던 home base high 하나하나 그 사랑을 영원히 꺼지지 않을 symphony
Oh, like his edge.
I didn't realize there's 2 keyboard players.
Yeah. God.
crazy.
구원해줘 sweetest melody 무질서 한단 머릿속이 시끄럽기만 하던 세상이 말이 되게 만들어봐 저런 make me perfect symphony 무작위로 놀려준 the light 죽어들라 했던 home
Oh, the lead guitar too.
Yeah.
꺼지지 않을 symphony
Wow. They almost like bring in like metal elements into this.
Yes. Well, at the end there, I was reminded of Yngwie Malmsteen, right? You like that
Yeah.
classical
Yes. that's it.
progression, but with that. Yeah, I'm cheating. I
Yeah.
saw where he was on the piano, so I have the right key now. but yeah, it has. It's just that the advanced musicianship is ever present, but it doesn't feel like they're flexing, like just to show
Right.
off. But it's like
They're just-
it's by design, just really clever.
Yeah, man, that's got to be so hard to play. Like that's the musicianship alone is what blew me away. It's not even the vocals. The vocals are amazing,
They were great.
but I think the song structure itself, you know, the way they start and stop and then play like the notes that rub, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I'm definitely curious in the comments after, not in the chat so much, just see for those of you who are here, it's after the live stream is done. In the comments, let us know what songs we should check out next, because that's where we go for that. For all of the artists that we checked out today, you know, for Gabriel and Duncan and these guys, let us know. I'm curious where they go. Like, there's never any one song that represents everything.
Yeah.
That just doesn't exist. Although maybe this does, because it has everything in it. I'm not sure.
It's super cool.
What a
Thanks for sharing
trip.
that one.
What a trip. Thank you guys for recommending that. Okay, we're going from South Korea, not Japan, headed over to Belgium to check out the artist that I cannot pronounce, which is the theme of the show. All right, take this one on, Sam. What do you think? L-O. It's not. It's an IC, but it has the. I can't remember what that sign is called. Nottet? Is it?
You already lost me.
Oh, you can't see it. I'm so.
I can't see.
Maybe if I let you see it, you can make an attempt. Right here.
Loïc? I can't. It's so
That's
small.
about what I would have came up with. Yeah.
Yeah, Loïc.
Loïc Nottet. You guys can help us out with that. That would be awesome. The name of the song is Million Eyes. It's his official. Beautiful dancer too. I mean, I don't know dance, but the contemporary style is just so expressive. I always find that just fascinating art in and of itself.
It's the way that he's like moving to this is incredible.
Yeah, it's just so well connected. Another vulnerable voice. I mean, he from being really quiet and sensitive to being more explosive at the louder, end of the spectrum in terms of dynamics. He still has like this I don't want to describe this. It's not like a laser beam tone. I mean, it's relatively thin, but there's still texture to it. It's not just clean. So there's something that makes it more, I think, luring as a whole. And this has like a cry.
I like that they featured his voice too. Like there was like a pause and he did like a drawn out note.
Yes. You know what the production reminds me of? Hold on. Something you produced. Can you think of what I'm going to find it real quick.
No.
Think I did? All right, hold on.
But I like it. Oh, yeah.
This is one of Sam produced Johnny's album. The album's Radiate. This song, Rush. Hold on.
To call home.
Love this song too.
It's got this
back to you.
just
To where you run into, you can't rush.
I can listen to Johnny all day, but it has like that spacious echo percussive aspects to it.
Yep.
It just kind of remind me of that a little bit. It's really well done. Timbre all the way through. Just It's one of those sounds that you can identify pretty quick. In terms of
it's recognizable like once
Yeah.
you know the artist.
and we've
for
talked
sure.
about that. There's so much value in that. So that was great. Thank you everybody for recommending a beautiful singer. And another singer that we recognize really well is a friend of ours. And incredibly identifiable tone. I can pick it out of any lineup. It's one of my all-time favorite sounds. We are referring to, surprise everyone, we have a special guest. We're bringing in Cesar from VoicePlay.
Hey, Caesar.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good, my loves. How are you guys?
Very
Good.
good. When was the last
I brought
time
the party.
you always bring the party? You don't need a light show to be the party. Unnecessary effects. When was the last
Hi,
time you guys saw each other?
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Caesar.
I miss you, love. Oh,
Wait,
that was
mine
cool.
doesn't do that.
Yeah, I can't
Because
do
you
that.
really have to love Sam.
It comes from
To answer your question, we might have. Did you come to Queendom? No.
No, I couldn't.
So it was on our last adult 360 Throga retreat.
So we're talking. This is 2018.
Years. Yeah,
Wow.
years.
13?
18.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, it's about 6 years. So so Sam's had the opportunity to mix and record Caesar a couple times at a couple events, and it's just I've said 1,000 times how much I love Caesar's voice. One of my all-time favorites.
Same. I remember when I first heard it, I was sending videos to my wife. I was like, "Listen to this."
I'm honored.
Of course.
How was the beginning part of the stream? I see about 500 people. ¿Cómo
Yes.
está? Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone's going great. We have just two more. We have VoicePlay, who's next, and then we're going to have Zhou Shen and Tengri duet is after this. So, VoicePlay, for those of you who don't know, we were just reacted to an artist in, where was he? Was it Belgium? Yeah. So now we're in the United States. You live in the U.S. And are all of the members of VoicePlay from the U.S.? I think they are.
That's right.
Yeah. So they are an a cappella group. How do you describe it? What was your tag? Was that a cappella music is better with sound or something?
Oh yeah.
Something.
Acapella. It's better with music. Or something like that.
So they sometimes mix in some other elements, but you guys do incredible productions, just even music videos, covers, and just completely original arrangements and everything else. And I saw you guys recently did The Way You Make Me Feel. And
right.
You also released Thriller, which and I almost wanted to do that one, but I saw a clip of this. I did on mute, of course. I don't want to spoil anything, but it looked a little bit more like it wasn't overproduced in the sense of like it was just a little more stripped down, right?
Yeah, we did it stripped down. We also recorded it in a studio, as you'll see, and we submitted, and it got approved for the first round of Grammy nominations, which is really nice for traditional R&B. So you'll see kind of why that fits into that genre a little bit.
Oh, that's
But that was the
awesome.
first round. We didn't make but that was the first time we submitted and we got it, the approved for that, which was really nice. It didn't make the most recent rounds, like the now that Grammy members vote for, like the five
Right.
per category. But we are super proud of it. You picked a really good song. It's with DJ Young. He's a fantastic award-winning recording artist on his own right. Also of theater and Broadway recognition. He was Aaron Burr on Broadway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, recently for Hamilton and did the world tour. And also a really good friend of mine. We were high schoolers when we first met, in separate high schools, but from Tampa, Florida.
Oh, wild.
And then our first contract, our first professional contract, we got it together at Disney Channel Rocks, a show that you saw. And I think you
Yes.
might have seen him perform there. And at every consequential contract that I've got after that, the majority of them were with him. When I did my first Japan contract, he got it at the same time. I remember we were all at Disney and we would go to lunch together, and I was breaking the news to them, and I brought all of them to lunch, all the core performers, he himself included, and I make the announcement, and he's like, "Well, I'm actually going to Japan too." Like, so every other like
That's
professional
awesome.
achievement. Yeah, it's been nice. So we're very happy to have him, and it's a wonderful arrangement. So thank you for picking this one.
Yes, of course. I'm excited. All right, so let me switch
Can't wait
scenes
to hear
here.
it.
I think I have to just add you to this one here real quick too. 1 second. Let's bring you in. There you are. Oh, no, you're not. Where'd he go? Holy epic mohawk. Am I seeing this right?
That's right.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. Okay, so The Way You Make Me Feel, Michael Jackson, of course, and this is an a cappella featuring DJ Young. And when was this? This was just 4 months ago. Yeah, this is really recent. All right, let's check it out.
Actually, fun fact: some of the students that have done the Throga retreats in Orlando might recognize the space because this is at Stark Lake Studios.
Stark Lake.
This is where,
Yes.
yes, this is where, yeah.
That's awesome. It's where my daughter recorded her single too that Sam mixed.
Nice, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hey, pretty baby with the high heels on. You give me fever like I've never ever known. You're just a product of a lovely
Every time Jeff comes in.
I like the groove of your walk, your talk, your dress. I feel your fever from miles around. I pick you up in my car and we'll paint the town. Just kiss me, baby, and tell me twice that you're the one for me. The way you make me feel, you really turn me on. You knock me off of my feet now, baby. My lonely days are gone. I like the feeling you're giving me, yeah. Just hold me, baby, and I'm in ecstasy. Oh, I'll be working from 9 to 5 to buy you things just to keep you by my side. I never felt so in love before. Just promise, baby, you'll love me forevermore. I swear I'm keeping you satisfied. Cause you're the one for me. The way you make me feel, you really turn me on. Hey, you knock me off of my feet now, baby. Hey, my lonely days are gone. Hey,
I like the feeling you're giving me.
I love the feeling you're giving me. That you give me.
There's no right place to pause in this because it's just
Incredible.
evolving and just the way it overlaps with the melodies, the choices. The only complaint I have so far is there's not enough Caesar. Just throwing that out there. Just
Say it a little louder in the
just
back.
saying.
Why aren't
More
you rocking that
Caesar.
mohawk full time?
I know, I need to.
Yeah,
It's a journey on its own to get there, honestly.
I'm sure.
Sure it is.
It looks like some work, but it looks awesome.
Yeah.
So DJ Young's, wow. I mean, he has that old school, soulful, early Jackson 5 kind of
Yes.
timbre to his voice. Just that early Motown kind of like swagger.
That's a good way to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He really
there's
does.
the
He has such a
bass
great
is insane.
control, you know, he kind of has like an unlimited range, which is wild. But he does live in that like perfect falsetto, like controlled falsetto
Mm.
range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he has a beautiful, beautiful tone. He's a maverick when it comes to like, the recording arts and how to capture his voice the way that he wants to for each particular number.
Right. Yeah, and you can just hear the choices that he has within his palette of
Correct.
notes and everything is just fantastic. With this songs, I know sometimes it's Lane, sometimes it's Jeff. In terms of like the
I think
arrangement,
it was
who
Jeff
took
who
the
arranged
lead?
it. I
Okay.
think Jeff is the arranger. I believe some voice play fans are here too, and shout out to all the VIPs. But they
Salute.
might let you know. Well, there might be more informed with that answer, but I
Sh-
believe it was Jeff who
Okay.
wrote it. Yeah.
Sam Jeff is the bass player who you were just mentioning a second ago.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
Yes.
bass. I almost like feel it in my chest on my earbuds. That's
Ooh,
crazy.
yeah.
yes.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No,
just
he's fantastic.
the tone that he has with that. It's tough to take a song that's, and you've done this, you guys have done this over and over again. You take iconic pieces and somehow you make it feel,
Right.
no pun intended, the way you make me feel. You make it feel new in just the sense of like there's the balance of familiarity, so you're not lost.
Hmm.
You can sing along, but you also don't want to sing along because you don't want to miss anything that's actually
Yeah.
happening with all the
Yeah.
layers. Just brilliantly done.
Yeah, and
I,
I gotta give them a shout out too because they're also like you're saying, we do it so much, they do it so much. I can't take credit for it. I'm just the talent in this concept because I don't arrange it the way that they do.
But
But
you have to learn it. That's talent in and of
I do have to
itself. It would
learn
take
it. It is a
forever.
lot. Yeah, and we do our retakes as needed. But I'm just saying that also voice play, they we're recognized for having to reimagine a song. So that's another added like awareness that people have and an added
Right.
like obstacle or something to keep in mind while they create. So the fact that they excel, like Jeff and Lane and Ellie when they arranged this. We also use Rob Dietz on arrangements sometimes, but for them to create this and to continue to do that and satisfy the itch that people have, when
It's a
they are listening to
delicate
original songs.
balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, to achieve that. So well done. All right, let's keep going here.
Baby, ooh, I never felt so in love before.
Just promise, baby, you'll love me forevermore. I swear I'm keeping you satisfied, 'cause you're the one for me.
The way you make
Ah.
me feel. The way you make me feel. The way you make me. The way you make me feel. You really turn me on. You knock me off of my feet now, baby. My lonely days are gone. Oh, give it to me. Give me some time. Come on, be my girl. I'm gonna make you mine. Ain't nobody business. Ain't nobody business but mine, baby.
Oh,
Hey, pretty baby with the high heels on. You give me fever like I've never ever known.
incredible.
oh, what a way to close it too.
I could see why that was up for a nomination.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you.
just
Yeah, absolutely.
beautifully done. And again, the choices too for Jeff in this case sounds like who to put where. Because you look at
Yeah.
your range and Ellie's range, and just even Lane who does the percussion, but he's still got a lot to use melodically.
Yeah.
How do you decide what voice to put where? I mean, that's an art form in and of itself, I feel.
You feel the way they make you feel.
Mic
I
drop.
think they do have a formula. I want to say they do have a formula. We are very collaborative forward. So we try to put obviously, the collaborator as much as possible, and then we
Of course.
sprinkle the other voice play voices as needed.
Right.
But yeah, it is a daunting task that these gents, conquer time and time again. And yeah, we're very proud of this one. I'm glad. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah,
picking this
of
number.
course. And you executed
Yeah,
beautifully.
loved
So
it, man.
thank you for
Thank
popping
you.
in. Appreciate
Of
you.
course.
We love you. Stop in
Love you.
anytime.
Good to
If
see
you
you,
guys
Have an
don't
Caesar.
follow
awesome
VoicePlay
day.
already, please make sure you
Yes,
follow
please
us at
do.
VoicePlay, and you can follow me at Cesar De La Rosa Music, and make sure you guys, if you haven't already, follow or at least do whatever trial or offerings that they have for the Throga course, because it is a wonderful course.
Thank you very much.
Because
Of
if you do
course.
take it, I'm sure, and you do perform, who knows, we might be reacting to you in the future.
That's right. What a
That's a
great angle.
good
And I will
point.
include those links in the description below after the live stream. So love you, Caesar.
That's awesome.
Bye.
Love you. Love you.
Bye, Caesar. Good to see you, man.
Bye, Sam. Good to see you too.
All right. Moving
That was
on.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I texted him yesterday and I think he was going to, but we weren't sure. And then he called in, so so happy to see him. Awesome. Okay, well, do you recognize this beautiful human being?
I do.
So this is the only artist that you have seen before. Last time you were here when we did 8 or 9 singers. Zhou Shen, we endearingly refer to him as Charlie, but he is singing with Tengri, which is a new voice for you. So this is a duet. This is one that's been requested many times. Johnny is going to have to go back and watch this because he's not going to want to miss it. It's one of our favorite voices here on the channel. The name of the song is Big Fish's Paradise. Do I have that right, guys? Doesn't, because if this is what that is, I don't know. But that's what I have written down. So that's what we're going to listen to next. I do have to put transparency on here. It is a TV show. Just want to make sure that we're good there. Just this. Oh, I can't wait.
I just have a feeling that I'm going to be blown away.
It's the thing is when it comes to Charlie, and I've learned this because we've reacted to a lot of his content. Sometimes you get blown away in the sense of wow, look at that range or tonal shift, and he can do all these just beautiful things with his instrument. But what's always present, whether it's a show-off piece or not, is there's just this magical vibration in his tone. There's just this healing effect that emanates from his being that is always present, whether it's a show-off piece or not. And that's just why we love him so much for that. So, but here we go. And I did say the name the right. So Big Fish is the original song. Okay, thank you guys for that. Thank you for the super chat, Rosa. And thank you, Latte Lover, for the 5 coffees. Turn this back up, sorry. I'm starting over because I had the volume too low and I was talking over it. Yeah, no. I don't want to miss any of this. Tengri here.
海浪无声将夜幕深深淹没，漫过天空尽头的角落。大雨在梦境的缝隙里游过，凝望你沉睡的轮廓。
Little pause here. Do you have the feeling of teleportation?
Yes, like the pushing and pulling of the music is like taking me to another level.
Yes, and then because they step outside of what in our ears that Western scale of music, these little quarter tone moments, things like that, it just feels like another time and place. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever Charlie sings, and Tengri is just so incredibly dynamic as a performer as well. A quick question to you guys: What is this song about? I don't have the lyrics in front of me, unfortunately. I'm being pulled. The imagery in my mind is all over the place, and I don't mean that I'm being distracted in the sense of like they're not telling a good story, but I don't know how far down the rabbit hole to go in terms of like how I feel. Like,
Yeah,
does that make sense? I don't know if I'm describing.
I know what you mean.
There's this like with the two different singers. There's also a different story being told. If anyone can give a quick summary of the concept, maybe you already did in the chat and I missed it. I apologize if I did. I just love these two voices together. It's awesome. I'm gonna back it up again when Tengri comes in. If you can fill us in a little bit, that would be beautiful. Here we go.
漫过天空尽头的角落。
Thank you, son.
梦境的缝隙里游过，凝望你沉睡的轮廓。看海边一色，听风起，雨落执子手，吹散苍茫茫烟波。大雨的翅膀已经开。
I love that.
我松开时间的绳索，怕你飞远去，怕你离我而去，更怕你永远停留在这里。每一滴泪水
Awesome.
都向你流淌去。 保留进天空的海里。
That's how I feel.
Okay, last stop, I promise. Then we'll go back to something if you need, because I want to hear the flow of the song. Shifting to like a cartoon, which is kind of wild. Okay, so Lisa's saying that Zhou Shen's interpretation of Heaven, which is a song we react to, I thought that melody was familiar. One hears the beautiful heaven that was sorely missed by so many wanderers deep in their hearts. Is that the same song I heard before? And they're longing to return to their beautiful heaven. Okay. So just trying to gather a little bit of what's going on there. But the reality is, regardless of having a literal interpretation, like a poetic, from Chinese to, or Mongolian, I'm not sure, to English, it's still the feeling of transition and transcendence that takes place.
For sure.
So they sing each other's famous songs. Okay, thank you, Les. So I'm slowly putting that together. It was Tengri's Heaven that Charlie sang. Okay. Johnny, you're not Johnny.
No, I'm not Johnny.
You're beautiful.
I wish I was Johnny. Wish I
No,
was
you
Johnny.
don't. No, you don't. I can't have my life without Sam either. When Tengri sings, one can hear the sorrow and the complicated mixed feelings of the elders who are reluctant to let go, to let their younger ones realize their dreams yet are moved yet relationship where they should. Beautifully put. Thank you, Lisa, for that insight. All right, so I back it up again with this overlap. He's got this. Tengri has this like cool. It's almost this like the hollow sound mixed in to the tone.
But it's like comforting too.
Yes, it's warm.
It's very comforting. Yeah.
And then
like it when you stopped it the first time, I was like, "Come on!"
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I was like in it.
So I'm going to back it up again. I'm not going to stop it again. I will put the buttons away. Let's hear the rest of it. Backed it up again. Oh, the overlap of these two. I don't know what else you have going on for the rest of the day, Sam, but I'm watching that again. I gotta process this again. There's so many amazing moments. The layers, the texture.
Doesn't bother me one bit.
Love the duality there. Oh my God, I love that. I mean, just two masters at work.
Incredible. I love both of those voices, man.
They're
And
so
they're so
different.
Yeah, they're
I
so
know.
different, but they fit well together. Their performances are ridiculous, like insane.
Yes.
But yeah, that song is interesting because like I
Well,
really do
it's
feel I don't understand any of the lyrics, but I feel it.
and that's what great vocalists can do. Of course, there's soundscapes and everything
Absolutely.
else that can, you know, move you to a certain feeling of direction. But the borrowing someone in the chat, the nuance of the perspective singer, their ability to make you feel, you know, beyond words, right? And they say music is
Right.
God's language for a reason because you can trigger emotion regardless of where you came from. And both of
Right.
them are so good at that. And if they're so diverse in their capacity. So when they work together, you almost have that feeling of like obviously Tengri's older. So you get like the feeling of like the guru and the student. And the student,
Yeah.
it's like that moment of the student surpassing or becoming one
Yeah.
together. It's like that kind of feeling of elevation. It's just absolutely beautiful. A quick thank you before I forget. Veronica, always love your amazing reaction to Zhou Shen singing and also being a Shengmi now. And I think I can officially say that I am. So Shengmi is the fandom. I've become lots of things in this channel.
Sounds like it. That's awesome.
I have lots of titles that I thoroughly embrace in these different fandoms. It's just incredible journeys going throughout. Also, huge thank you to Kismet Chun Tzu, if I'm saying your name right, and Chen Sarah. Thank you so much for the super chats as well. I have great news for all of the Charlie fans watching right now. 958 people here. Welcome, everybody. December 2nd. Right around the corner. I'm making sure I have the right day. Hold on. I want to screw this up. Yes, so 2 weeks from now, December 2nd, we're doing Shen Self, the entire album reaction. And North American Zhou Shen fan club is helping us out with lyrics. So we're going to listen to the studio album. They're translating all the lyrics for us. Sarah will be here with us. It's going to be an awesome event. It's going to be at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's on a Monday, December 2nd. We're going to hear the whole thing. Sam, have you ever purchased an album and then purposely not listened to it?
Yes.
Why? It's torture.
Well, I would like listen to the first song, and then I would immediately be like, okay, I'm not ready for this.
Oh,
And
really?
then-
Like it's kind of
yeah,
like
and
a
then I
feeling of
put it-
being overwhelmed.
Yeah, not even overwhelmed, just like it's not what I thought it was, or because sometimes space can like have you ever listened to something and you're like, I don't like that, and then you listen to it years later, you're like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
Of course.
Like I've noticed sometimes that the space and the perspective, it might not have been right for me at that time, but maybe a couple
Yeah.
months from now, I will
That's
like
amazing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, to have that fortitude with that. Well, I bought his album Shen Self. I've only listened to the first half because he released it as an EP initially, and the rest of it, and it's like recently added at the top of my iTunes. Every day I see recently added. I'm like, I know I have to wait till December 2nd to listen to this. It's been torture. So yeah, so please join us for December 2nd. Make sure that you mark your calendars down for that. Sam, you rock. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you,
Of course. Happy to be here.
everybody, for this Around the World in 90 Minutes. Thank you to all of our Throwing members, our silver, gold, and diamond members for your support. Just as always, you guys are amazing and introducing us to incredible music. Sam, we have to have you back. We have to have you back for Dimash. That's it. Pinky
love to come back.
promise. Make it
Yes,
happen.
Pinky promise.
All right. We're going to make that happen. We hope you all have an incredible day, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye. See you guys soon.
See you later.
Bye.